Truthful Saturdays. So I have a few things for y'all this week. But first, I want to start with, and let me take my glasses off because it's going to get emotional. The first thing I want to start with is the old sayings are true. The old sayings are true. I'm millennial generation, so there's a lot of, based on the generation that raised us, which was a lot of things that they had to endure. A lot of trauma, a lot of not being able to speak, a lot of not being able to communicate, not being able to share their feelings, share their thoughts, share their emotions. That's the generation that raised us. And what the generation that raised us don't truly understand is that all you said was sayings, but you never showed us what those sayings mean. You would tell us forgiveness is not for them, it's for you, but you never showed us what that means. You would tell us just keep living, but you would never show us what that means. You would tell us God is always with you, no weapon formed against you will ever prosper, but you never showed us what that means. And we're getting to the point to where we're starting to see what that means. And the sad part is it took therapy for us to get there, when it should have been the communication from y'all that was raising us that got us there. But I say that with no pain, no hate, no nothing. I just say that with, I know y'all was never one of our little friends, but now that we're getting into our mid 30s, now that we're getting into being in our 40s, y'all don't have to be one of our little friends, but y'all can be a partner. Y'all can be a path. Y'all can be a guidance. Y'all can be forgiving. Y'all can be so many things that continue to help us be our best self. Did I even say Truthful Saturday? Truthful Saturday, y'all. I had a lot on my heart. Y'all can do so many things that continues to help us be the best versions of ourselves, because this world is not going anywhere. This world is not going anywhere. And our children are getting older that we chose to bring into this world. And like I said, all the sayings that y'all told us, we're turning 35 this year and we're just now starting to understand what that means. Does that mean that if y'all knew better, y'all would have done better? Because the honesty in that is the generation that raised us only knew it because of the generation that raised them. And the fact of the matter is that millennials, we're not rude. We're not blunt. We're not mean. We're not arrogant. Whatever else y'all want to call us, we're none of that. We're aware. We're woke. And we want better for ourselves. And we refuse to allow the continuous cycle pour into our children. So we're getting ourselves together, which means forgiving the generation that raised us and boldly stepping into who we need to be. And that comes with therapy. That comes with being on a path towards Jesus. That comes with all of that. That also comes with communication. Don't push us away. Don't throw us off. And don't label us. Embrace us, love us, and understand us. And if you don't, just ask. Stop being afraid to have a conversation with us. Millennials, because you're afraid of what we're going to say, because we're going to tell you the truth. Because somebody needs to tell you the truth. And if you feel some way about it, say it. Let's have these hard conversations. Because in order for our generation to forgive the generation that raised us, you need to help us understand some of the things that you did. Other than that, we're going to continue to get it wrong, and we're going to continue to pour, and the cups is going to continue to overflow, and nobody is catching it. It all starts with someone. And one of the things that with my insurance business, when a speaker came, I'm not going to say his name, one of the things that he said that really just sits with me and that just confirmed also what my therapist says, which I'll tell y'all what she said as well, is that the one who does it first gets the most bloody nose. And I probably said it wrong. But I completely understand what what he's meant by that. And one of the things that my therapist also told me was that she asked me a question. She said, "Are you going to be the first cardiologist in your family?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Then it's not about you. And you have to stop thinking that way. But it's about the work that God is doing through you so that you can be the first cardiologist in your family, but not the last." And my bishop, Bishop Nichols, I go to River of Life Church in DeSoto. One of the things that he prophesied on me about 4 or 5 years ago was that I'm a curse breaker and that I'm going to break the curses in my family. And one of the things that I'm just now getting to is forgiving the generation that raised me. And while I'm walking through that, and while I'm creating all these new pathways, my past is illuminating my future. And it feels so good. And when I look back over just what I've done this year, I've already broken 3 curses in my family. So, forgiveness, it's not for them. It's for you. It's for us. Millennials, we're reaching our 40s. We're getting our mid-30s this year. We have to let go. Because this generation that we birthed, these kids that we raising, we have to see a change. We have to see a change. Love y'all.